Hello everybody, and welcome to another session of Ask the Expert. Today, we are going to discover what are the hidden treasures on MyHeritage in the yearbook collection. I'm very happy to see all my friends here. So thank you very much for stopping by. If somebody is seeing this as a recording, you're also welcome. And I hope you can learn today a little bit about the yearbooks collection. If you are here live, either new or usual suspect, as I like to call, you should know that you can ask questions or write any comments as I will demonstrate how this collection works just by using the question panel that you have right there on your screen. I will try to keep an eye on that panel and answer the questions as we go. My name is Daniel Horowitz. If you don't know me yet, I am the genealogy expert at MyHeritage. I also lecture virtually today, and sometimes I used to do that in conferences around the world. I'm dedicated to genealogy since 1986 and had the pleasure to be the teacher and study guide editor of the Family History Project Searching for My Roots in Venezuela for 15 years. I moved to Israel, and now here, besides working for MyHeritage, I'm also volunteering my time in digitization and transcription projects, mainly for the Israel Genealogy Research Association. And as you may or may not know, this is a hands-on session, 30 minutes to learn how to use something in MyHeritage. So let's go straight to the website. And today I'm going to start actually with my own website. Yes, normally I have a demo website and we will get there, but I want to show you all the options and all the ways that you can actually get into the yearbook collection. And I have to admit that I'm a genealogist, but I am a lazy genealogy. And I love the feature that MyHeritage has called record matches. And you can see right here from the top left part of the screen, because here MyHeritage actually goes and it tells me where my family is in the records. As you can see, I have many collections and I'm looking now only at my record matches. I like to see my matches by source. You can also get here just under the discovery and clicking matches by source. And then I will scroll down until I find the yearbook collection. In this case is the 1890-1979 US yearbook collection. And guess what? I have 59 matches. Well, my family tree has 7,700 and some individuals in my tree. A lot of them studied in the United States. So it really doesn't surprise me that I have so many matches over there. Now, it's going to take probably one more second exactly until we get the matches. The good thing about the record matches also is that I will always have on the left side the information coming from my family tree. On the right part, I will get the page or the record that was matched to my person. Now, one of the advantages of the yearbooks is, and if you have never heard about yearbooks, you should know this, that people got headshots for the yearbook. They were prepared specifically for this book. So one of the things that you're going to gain automatically is a picture for the person. You will also be able to find the same person in more than one book, because probably it appears in different years or it appears in different pages of the same book. Okay, now the bad news is that the information that you have in your family tree may not be totally useful in order to determine if this person is really a good match. Why I am saying that? Well, because normally what you have in your family tree is the parents of the person or the siblings or the spouse or the daughters, as you can see in this example. You may have also probably the birth and the death dates and place, and that is something that does not appear on a yearbook. So how do you know if this person is the right person? Well, you will need to do a little bit of research, because if you know that this person, in my case, for example, was born in Caracas, Venezuela, but I researched the person and I know that he went to university or high school in Chicago, Illinois in 1969, then okay, I will know that this is my person. Now, MyHeritage will imply the birth year based on the year that they appear and in what class that they appear. For example, you can see that this individual here was implied to be born in 1954, because in 69 he was in this yearbook, and in the 70 he appeared in the yearbook for the same school for the next year. So the birth is still implied as the same. So yes, you will need to do a little bit of research in order to make sure that this is your person. You will gain probably a more accurate birth year, at least. The residence, as now I know, he was between 69 and 70, living in Chicago, Illinois, in the United States. Definitely, I will win a picture of the person, but even more important, I'm going to get the history of the individual, because on the yearbook is not just the image and the name of the person or the year, is also what he studied, what he liked, what friends he had and what he did. Some people were in the writing club, so people were in the photography club, they practiced some sports. All those pieces of information of the life of the person are going to appear in this yearbook. Now, before I go further, I would like to point out another technology that MyHeritage is having right here in our face. And I don't know if you realize, but the guy in the yearbook was called Mark Spergel in this case. Now, in my tree, and just because I have it born in Venezuela, his name, I knew it as Marcos Spirgel. You see how Marcos was matched with Mark, which is the English way to say probably the name. And the last name, even if it doesn't spell exactly, it's a perfect or a good match. And that will also be good for others. Alejandro match with Alexander, Stephen with Steve, Chernis written with a Y, it's with I and double S. So MyHeritage will use all that information in order to find the right person for you. Now, if you will go and review the match, and I would like to show you what you can find inside, you will notice probably a little icon on the personal photo of the person. Why is that? Because MyHeritage actually applied the in-color technology to all the pages of the yearbook. Now, the yearbook was not in color originally. That is why you have this warning right here. But you can at any time go and see the original, and you can even see that it's not even black and white. It's kind of a brownish thing. And if you want to see how the in-color technology applied to this yearbook, you can see the miracle happen, and you can see all the pictures really in beautiful and bright colors. Now, let's see if I can open this full page to show you something else very particular um, of the yearbooks. The yearbooks, as I said, has the pictures for all the students. Normally, it was only the last year. Well, depends on the state or the city or the year. And then you may not have the name of the people below the pictures. So you have the pictures in one side and then the names in the other. So you need more or less to know how the names were divided. So let's start from the beginning, okay? In the first line, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures. And I see that I have a group of 4 and 4 names. So all what I need to do is to count my people. So this is Bob, and then is Esther. Yep, everything matches. And then is Gregory, and then is Joseph, and then is Michelle, and then is Marlene, and this is Susan. This is my individual right here, and Dennis is the last one of the row. So here I have identified where my person is. Of course, that you can always download these images, and because the in-color technology was applied for you, you can download either the original or the colorized picture without any problem. Now, another thing is that my internet is a little bit slow today, but you can actually browse the whole yearbook with just the arrows on the top and going to the other pages, because again, chances are that if you found your person in one page, you will find it in other pages of the yearbook. Now, if you don't want to browse and you want to rely on MyHeritage, look what it says right here. You know what? Let me make this probably a little bit bigger for you. So MyHeritage found other pages in the same yearbook where this person appears. So I can jump straight to page 130, which is actually, I think, is this one, or 211. And I will find the same person, and now in this case, in this page 111, and I only will need to find Susan, which is probably, no, it's probably under the B. Let's see. I'm talking about Bagelman. Bagelman Susan, right here. I have her right here in the middle. 126. What is this? Oh, she was a freshman, and this is the National Honor Society. So is good to know. So probably she's also in the 126 page. Is that what it's referring to? Let's go to 126. And no, I don't think that is how it works. So we will need to do a little bit of research more on this. So here, all what you need to do is just to confirm the match, or you can see other yearbooks for the same school. And this yearbook right here is from the 1963. And if she was already a freshman, probably you will need to go to the 68 or to the 67 to find her as a sophomore, or I don't remember the other grades in the US. Now, what if you want to do your own search? Well, yes, of course, that you can find all the yearbooks that MyHeritage has available under the Research tab. And in this case, I will suggest you to go to the collection catalog, which I already have opened here. And here with the collection catalog, all what I need to type is the word yearbook. And remember, I said that we're going to show you today a treasure that is hidden in MyHeritage. Because yes, the biggest collection may be the yearbook, the US yearbook name index. And we actually have two different collections with two different index for that. But guess what? You have other books like the alumni list by distant cousins genealogy, or you have the rugby school yearbook, or the Harper Hall yearbook, or the University of Maryland yearbook. We actually have a lot of other yearbooks that are not necessarily in this big collection. So yes, there are a few ones. If you know your relative actually went to a specific university, you can try to find that in these books that we have here. Another way to find the yearbook collection is just by clicking in research, and you will get to the search engine. And from here, you could actually look into the collections that we have here. We have the schools and universities collection. And right there, you will see all the yearbooks and other books related to the people at school, to the students, and you can actually search here, let's say Smith, and find, of course, everybody with that last name. And then you can, of course, also filter by the publication date, or the place, or the title, and find your individuals in the yearbooks collection, all with a very nice, probably a very nice personal image with the page, and with even more than one page sometimes. And we will tell you right from here that that person appears in more than one page. And if you're lucky enough, MyHeritage will also tell you right here on the right side if that person appears in others collections on MyHeritage, and you can actually keep tracking the individual and find more and more information for them. Okay, so I hope I managed to bring a little bit of light and let you know about this wonderful collection of yearbooks that MyHeritage has available for you. And no, not only yearbooks from the United States, we have yearbooks from a lot of places in the world. Now, you will have a few more minutes to ask your questions right there in the panel, or any comments or success stories that you may have. But in the meantime, let me go with a few announcements that I have for today. And the first and biggest announcement that I have is the update of theories of family relativity. If you have a DNA kit uploaded, or you have taken a DNA test with MyHeritage, chances are that today you have new theories of relativity, where MyHeritage will try to find the path between you and your DNA match. And guess what? I am very excited. I know where I'm going to be spending all my weekend, because I got a theory for myself. Yay! Finally, after 15 years working for the company and more than 4 with the DNA test, finally MyHeritage found not 1, not 2, but 3 theories for my matches. In fact, I also have other people that I manage their DNA, and they also got some matches and some theories. So I'm going to be spending all the weekend analyzing and contacting all those people. Now, if you have fewer theories, or you feel like you need to learn a little bit more about all this of DNA and theories of family relativity, in Family Tree webinars, in Legacy, we do have some webinars, free webinars for you, that will guide you and will show you everything you need to know about those theories. I already put those URLs in the chat, so you will need only to go and copy them or click on them, and you will find your answers. Also on the blog of MyHeritage, we have a very nice article telling you about all these theory, new, refresh, and updated theories. But I would love to see you next Thursday, as every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time during the month of October. And I can already tell you, during October, you are going to notice a little bit of a change. No, Maria, the link is still the same, but we are changing a little bit the way that we are doing the Ask the Expert. So when you click on the link, you probably are going to see this, and you can see that from October, the links will look a little bit different, and I will let you go there and experiment this by yourself. Of course, that if you want to keep learning about DNA, about family trees, and about everything that MyHeritage has to offer and how to become a better genealogist, you only need to visit education.myheritage.com, where you're going to find the MyHeritage knowledge base, where sometimes we post not only webinars, but As the Experts recordings and other articles that you can read, or material that you can download without any problem. Now, for those of you who are live, I'm going to answer your questions. For those of you who are watching this as a recording, you can still go to myheritage.com/help and find over there, hopefully, all the answers that you need on our frequent asked question section. In the meantime, Bev is asking me here, backing up. I pull up on a laptop discoveries. Then I have the left box of the person. How do I get the yearbooks being pulled up? Okay, let me see if I can follow you over there, Bev. I'm going to discoveries, and then I did matches by source. I think this is what you missed. Matches by source, okay? And then under matches by source, you should have at least one. Don't tell me that you don't have any matches in the yearbooks collection. And of course, you will find here many other collections that you can benefit from their records without any problem. Stephen is asking, if my high school yearbook is not in your collection, do you want me to send it to you? Thank you very much, Stephen, but no, hold your horses. Will I get it back after you digitize the content? No, probably not. That's not how we work, but definitely I would like to know which school did you attend, and what year, what yearbook we are missing, and I'm going to pass your details to the content team. Normally, the yearbooks are kind of, I don't want to use the word destroyed, but damaged pretty much in order to be able to perform good quality scans. But thank you very much for the offer, Stephen. Alice, for high school yearbooks, all sites seems to be accessing the same set of yearbooks. I don't know. I can already only talk about MyHeritage. My mother's senior yearbook does not seem to be available in sites like Classmate and other sites. And her sister has the same handwritten comment next to her photo, no matter what site I find her on. So they're all using the same copy for her yearbook. Where Alice, definitely, if you find a handwritten comment in all the places, yes, that indicates that the source is all the same. I don't know what other website uses as sources. I do know that we acquire a whole set of yearbooks from mostly United States, but also other places of the world. I do know we did our own OCR, and more than our OCR, we did our own calculations of which photo should be from which person. So probably that it's proprietary of MyHeritage, and you may find people in MyHeritage that you don't find in other places. Just because the search it's better, that doesn't mean that we don't have the page of the yearbook that you can search for it. Okay, good. So I don't see any more questions, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you are already searching in MyHeritage for those yearbooks. And remember, the collection goes quite back in time. And this is probably one of the few collections that we're talking also finding living relatives, because most of the records and most of the information when you do genealogy is after the person already passed away. So take this probably as an opportunity to contact your family, tell them you found them in the yearbook, and then share that image with them and ask them probably for a little bit more of information of what they did on those school years. Okay, and you will be gaining not only the image but also the stories for your family tree. In the meantime, I am going to thank you as always for being here. I hope you will have a wonderful weekend. Please take very good care of yourself and your family in these troubled times. And why not take advantage of this extra time to do a little bit more of genealogy. Goodbye, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend.